What is up, guys? It's your boy Rondo back here for another video. And today we're going to be reacting to another video done by Cut because they just stay putting out great content for people like me to react to. Funny enough, this has something to do with COVID. And everybody knows the last 2 years, COVID has been one of the world's biggest problems, I guess. The reason I said I guess is because everybody has a different perspective. Some people think it's not that serious. Some think it would have been the end of the world. Obviously, we're all still here, so I think we should all just be grateful that it wasn't an actual, like, I don't know, deadly virus that kills very badly. Like, imagine if, like, only 5% of the human population was left. Like, billions died. Imagine that happened. That shit would have been crazy. So, basically, they're going to be asking 100 people if they have had COVID.
Have you ever had COVID?
3 times.
3 times? There's 100 people if you had COVID. Some people are going to get some funny answers. I can already tell. And you had COVID 3 times? Actually, I think I had a friend that had COVID like 2-3 times. Did I ever have COVID? Yes. Yes, I actually did have COVID. I ended up going to Rolling Loud Miami last year. It is a concert festival thing that lasts for about 3 days. And it's a festival in the United States. So basically, they had one in Miami. And I already live in Florida. I was like, what, 30 minutes away? So me and my boy, we went last year during July. When we came back from the festival, I started feeling a little sick, you know, like I started getting symptoms of COVID slowly. At first, I'm just thinking, oh, it's like a cold, whatever, right? You know, I just felt a little tired. You know, my nose was a little clogged. And I didn't start coughing until a couple days later. I started coughing a little bit. But then I got the real symptoms of COVID, alright? And, bro, I lost my smell. I lost my taste. And it was... The smell and taste is, like, the worst part about COVID, in my opinion. Once you lose your smell and taste, bro, everything just automatically turns to shit, bro. I was barely eating food. I could barely eat food because it didn't taste that good. I could barely drink drinks because it didn't taste good. The only thing that was somewhat viable was good old water, you know? But everything else just felt so mellow, bro. But after a week, I finally ended up getting my taste and smell back slowly. And I was so happy because I've heard fucking horror stories of people losing their smell and taste from COVID forever. You know what I mean? Like, they just never got it back after they caught COVID. So I'm very, very, very thankful I got my smell and taste back. But yeah, COVID, it wasn't that serious for me, at least. It only lasted about a week, you know, when the symptoms got real bad. It was only about a week. But for the most part, I was pretty okay. And I didn't really feel like I was going to die or anything. But I know the symptoms are a lot worse for people who have weak immune systems or are older people. Or I don't know about younger kids. I don't know how badly it affect them. I don't know the statistics on that. But yeah, I did have COVID and it was all right.
Have you had COVID?
I have.
I have.
Oh, yeah.
When did you have it?
Like right before Christmas.
I was doing great, about to get my booster, and then boom, COVID.
I had it with a whole bunch of my friends. We were like quarantined close to each other.
Oh,
My
wow.
whole family had it. We all isolated in the house, so.
Bodied. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. I never got any vaccine shots or anything. I had COVID once, never got it again. Never had any vaccines and booster shots. And you guys are probably wondering, why didn't you get the vaccine? Or some people are like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I live in Florida, right? It's a very, I guess, pro-choice state in terms of, like, whether you should get the fucking shot or not. Me personally, I just never really got it because there was not a need for me to get it. I don't work a job to where, like, you need to have the COVID, like, vaccination. Because I know certain jobs require you to have that. Let's say you work, like, at a hospital or some shit like that. They're like, oh, yeah, we require you to have a COVID shot, you know. If a job requires me to have it, I'll do it. If I'm required to have it by the state, I'll do it. But just so as long as am not forced to do it, you know what I mean? I don't really feel the need to go out and get a COVID shot. Me personally, at least. I wear masks sometimes. I don't even interact with that many people in a day, you know. I'm pretty sure COVID's gonna stay around, like the cold or the flu. So we'll probably end up getting seasonal shots for it.
The idea of giving it to my grandparents kind of just paralyzed me.
But they're good.
All my grandparents are
I got it,
dead.
like, about 3 weeks ago.
What were your symptoms?
I didn't get any symptoms.
None.
Thankfully, I wasn't that sick.
I had a fever for like a few hours and then I was perfectly fine after that.
My sister still coughs a bunch now and she's
Bruh.
like negative.
I had a headache.
Dizzy, spaced out.
The chills.
One of my friends couldn't smell for like 6 or 8 months.
I had
6 or
aches
8
in my body.
months?
Miserable.
I felt like I was in the depths of hell.
Dog, 6 or 8 months?
I literally thought that I was gonna die.
Which was the
depths
worst?
of hell.
The vomiting and the diarrhea. The first time I just
Oh,
felt like I had the flu.
vomiting, diarrhea?
I'd been working from home.
Shit.
Second time, I felt like I couldn't breathe, body hurt. And this third go around was like a common cold.
It was not fun. How did you feel when you found out you had it?
I was so upset. I was like, fuck.
It was
really?
honestly shit. Definitely lonely. Definitely a learning experience.
I'm not gonna lie. When I found out I got it, like I didn't take a test. I just knew damn well I had it. What cold and what fucking flu gives you no taste and no smell? None. Okay. I'm pretty sure I did have COVID. I didn't take a test. I just stayed in my room till I got better.
I felt scared and I felt shame because I was around a lot of people.
Definitely felt really ashamed.
Ashamed?
All my friends are like, oh my God, it's because you were here or there or whatever. And I was like, I could have got it from getting food delivered.
The first reaction is like, maybe I could have been safer.
I was pretty much down for the full 14 days and I was 9 months pregnant.
Your baby okay?
He's perfect.
I've
That's
been
good.
pretty
That's
careful
good.
with COVID, especially because I was pregnant.
He's
I have never had
dope
COVID.
cotted.
I have had COVID.
What were your symptoms?
I was asymptomatic, but my son had to go in the
shit.
hospital for 2 days when he had it.
How old's your son?
17 months.
My whole family got really sick. My mom ended up having a COVID
It'd be a
stroke.
problem for older people, I think.
What's a COVID
Babies.
A lot of people who actually
stroke.
get COVID, there's been a spike in people having strokes or heart attacks.
Have you ever had COVID?
I've not.
No, I haven't that I know of.
Not that I know of.
No.
Have I who?
Have you ever had COVID?
No.
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 I've not.
I have
Not.
Nope.
Haven't gotten it.
I believe I have COVID, so
Had or had?
had.
I was like,
No.
hold on.
No, I'm good. I took the test. No, it was right before like COVID like went down, and I was in my office, and I was coughing so much that my coworkers were like, "You need to go see somebody about that."
Have you had COVID yet?
I think I did, but
Think.
I didn't get tested.
What makes you sure you
Me
have
too.
COVID?
I had pneumonia April 2020, but I didn't have enough symptoms for them to
Oh,
have
shit.
me take the COVID test.
I got really sick like right when COVID started, but I never got tested for it.
I would just think it was a flu. I've never tested positive.
Never tested positive.
Maybe I was asymptomatic, but like my allergies are so bad, I'm always sick.
I had not been diagnosed with COVID, but I was living with somebody who had COVID.
What was that like?
It was a lot of me making soup.
My best friend had it. I had to deliver chicken noodle soup to save her.
Have you had
Chicken
COVID?
noodle
No,
soup.
no, I have not.
I've never tested positive for COVID.
Many exposures, no COVID.
I've had a bunch of almost COVID.
Wow.
From like my roommates and friends that go out and about.
I did get assaulted in public for wearing a mask once. These guys saw me
What?
and said, hey, COVID's a hoax. And then they
Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. You shouldn't ever do that, bro. That's fucked up. Bro, you could be wearing fucking a dress. I don't give a fuck. What is wrong with people, bro? Let the man wear his mask, okay? He's trying to be safe. You know what I mean? COVID is not a hoax. That shit fucking exists. It's like the cold or the flu. That shit will fuck you up, son. You will get sick. And if you're a weak person, you might fucking die. But I feel bad for this guy. The fact that a group of people went and assaulted this man. If I could be there at that moment in time, I would have knocked the shit out of all them dudes. Because that's not right. That is not okay. I don't know what kind of adults they are. I don't know what they think justified their fucking actions. But that shit is not fucking right. Excuse my French.
just came after me. And I was like, oh, this was not part of the simulation. They were like trying to cough on me on purpose, which is like, it's not ideal.
Do you know anyone close to you who had COVID?
Stupid, man.
A lot of my friends, actually.
My mother, close family members.
Everybody.
I'm like the last man standing. I work in the medical system. I see a lot of people who have COVID.
What's the worst you've seen people at?
There are people in their 20s, their lives are completely changed, like sexually.
So they can't perform like they used to?
No, I haven't had COVID.
Damn.
No. I've been tested at least 50 times.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
After I was vaccinated, I think I got pretty lax. And so I wasn't worried if I was gonna get it. I was actually coming back from Las Vegas and I was like, why is my nose so stuffy? And then I took a COVID, bought a test from Walgreens and it was positive.
I personally am not afraid if I get it, but I worry about other people that might not be as lucky.
I'm like so
That
lucky.
is
I don't
true.
know how I haven't had it.
I'm one of the only people I know that hasn't had it.
I know.
That is true though. Like what one of the ladies said earlier, like she's not worried about if she got it, but she's more or less worried about other people that might get it. You know, I wasn't worried that I had it. I was just worried of like anybody that I knew that was literally weak, you know, in the immune system. Or COVID could have different, you know, I guess repercussions in every person's body because some people take it a lot worse than others. You know what I mean? There's been people that have been put into the ER because of COVID. So it goes with like the flu, the cold, other viruses, to where like somebody might take it just fine, go on with their day, and the other person might just be fucking dying or some shit, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing I kind of felt like just a little worried about, like, oh shit, if I had it, you know, who might I give it to, you know, on accident, you know? But I didn't have to worry about that. I didn't really interact with that many people whatsoever.
I know someone caught it twice.
I mean, you had COVID.
I guess I've just been careful.
I've been really
Yeah, I
safe,
guess.
and we get tested almost every other week. I started taking
Elderberry and zinc and vitamin D. It's supposed to help your immune system.
I've gone 2
That's
and a half
fine.
years without COVID.
I'm kind of surprised I haven't had it.
I don't understand how I haven't.
I'm just surprised because I'm not the most careful person out there. I'm not the least careful, but I'm not the most careful.
Are you a little disappointed you haven't had it yet?
No, I feel like I'm built different.
I'm a hypochondriac, so no.
No.
How long did it take you to get over it?
8-9 days.
I felt symptomatic probably like
Took me about a week.
3 days or so, and then I was good.
Have you lost anyone to COVID?
No, thank God.
Personally, I haven't, and I hope I don't in the future.
I've lost some friends. Pay attention to the science. Stop doing the BS. And stop saying, need to research it for myself. You're not gonna research.
One of my best friends passed away from COVID. Last year in October. Yeah.
Just last week, actually, I lost my grandma from COVID.
My
Just last
fiance's
week.
grandmother, she just passed away. Grandma Daisy is her name.
I lost somebody actually like the first week. Wonderful
Oh, the
man.
first week?
he
Oh,
was
shit.
sweet. He was a sweet man.
How many people do you think are going to say they've had COVID?
35%?
Probably 42.
I would go 40.
About 50?
At least 50%.
Okay, so I ended up getting this ad. I couldn't look at the fucking chart. Alright, so 57 people said no, 7 said maybe, and 36 said yeah. Still suffering from fatigue. This shit puts you in a real dark place. Prayers for anyone that had it or have it. I've had it before, and like, I don't know. Like I said, me personally, I really didn't have any problem with COVID. I was okay after a week. I do truly feel bad for the people that end up getting the really, really bad symptoms and ended up taking it very bad, because that shit can fuck you up. So you guys let me know, have you guys ever had COVID? If so, how do you feel about COVID? Does it just feel like another regular cold or flu that's just gonna stick around, I guess, for a long time? You know what I mean? Something that will be normal, something we'll get probably seasonal vaccinations or booster shots for, like getting a seasonal vaccination for the flu or some shit like that, or just taking regular medicine just to ease the cold if you have the cold by any chance. Or do you guys feel that this is a really, really terrible virus? And do you guys feel as if everything, I guess the panic that there has been was justified? All the lockdowns have been justified? A lot of people have their different opinions. Y'all let me know down in the comments below. That's all I got to say. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.